Welcome to our pre-recorded lesson in Understanding Culture, Society and Politics subject for grade 11. This is made right for you just for today. Alright everyone, let's quickly review what we discussed in our previous class. Remember, we started by exploring the concept of culture. We learned that culture is more than just for music. It's the unique way of life that distinguishes one group of people from one another. It encompasses all the shared beliefs, values, customs, and behaviors that characterize a particular society. We broke down some key elements of culture. First, symbols. These are things that represent something beyond their literal meaning, like flags or religious symbols. Second, language. The way we communicate, which not only helps us understand each other, but also shapes us how we think and we see the world. Next is norms, the rules and expectations that guide our behavior within the society. Another is values. Values is what we believe, which is important and right, like honesty and respect. Beliefs, what we consider to be true, like religious beliefs or scientific theories. Customs, traditions and practices passed down from generation to generation, like holidays and festivals. And we have also artifacts. These are the things we create, like arts, tools, and architecture, which reflect our culture. Next, we talk about society. We learned that society is a group of people who share a common territory and interact with each other. It is more than just individuals living together. It is about the relationships and structures that connect them. We discussed some key aspects of society. One is social structure. The organized patterns and relationships within the society, like the family, education system, and government. We also have social institutions. These are formal organizations like schools, hospitals, and the government that play a crucial role in how society functions. Social interactions, how people interact with each other, like communication, cooperation, and conflict. Finally, we discussed the difference between culture and society. While they are closely related, they are not the same. Culture is the software of society, giving it meaning and purpose, while society is the hardware. The culture is the concept or the idea, the framework within which culture exists. And for our lesson, we will proceed with appreciating cultural diversity. So why is it important to appreciate different cultures? We appreciate different cultures for several reasons. One, to foster tolerance and understanding. Understanding and valuing diverse culture helps break down stereotypes and prejudices. It encourages empathy and respect for people from different backgrounds, promoting a more harmonious and inclusive society. Second is to enrich our lives. Exposure to different culture expands our perspective, challenges our assumptions, and broadens our horizons. It allows us to learn from other cultures, appreciate their unique contributions to the world, and gain a deeper understanding of the human experience. The third one is that it promotes innovation and creativity. Cultural diversity fosters creativity and innovation by bringing together different perspectives and ideas. When people from diverse backgrounds collaborate, they can generate new solutions to problems and create more innovative products and services. Additionally, it also strengthens global relationships. In an increasingly interconnected world, understanding and appreciating different cultures is essential for building strong international relationships and promoting global cooperations. So, how do we share an experience? We share an experience where you encounter a different culture. And that is a personal reflection question. So we will have our activity later and take note of this. So for our lesson proper, okay? So let's dive deeper into the concept of culture. As we discussed earlier, culture is more than just food or music. It is the unique way of life that distinguishes one group of people from another. It's a complex web of shared beliefs, values, customs, behaviors, and artifacts that characterize a particular group or society. Now, let's break down some of the key elements that define a culture. So this is just a review actually. Symbols. These are not just any objects. Symbols are things that represent something beyond their literal meaning. For example, the Philippine flag. We have the sun, the stars, the colors. These are symbols, and they convey cultural meanings. Language. It's more than just words. It is a system of communication that shapes how we perceive and understand the world. The language we speak influences our thoughts, feelings, and how we interact with others. Third is norms. These are the rules and expectations that guide our behavior. They can be formal, like laws, or informal, like social etiquette. Norms help us understand what's considered appropriate in a particular situation. Next is values. These are the shared beliefs about what is good, right, and desirable. They provide a moral compass for individuals and shape our decisions and actions. Beliefs. These are shared ideas about what is true or real. They can be based on religion, science, or personal experience. Customs. These are traditional practices and behaviors that are passed down from generation to generation. It can include rituals, ceremonies, holidays, and celebrations. And lastly, artifacts. These are tangible objects created by a culture, such as tools, art, architecture, and clothing, like tinalak. They reflect the values, beliefs, and aesthetic preferences of a culture. So as you can see, culture is a multifaceted concept that encompasses a wide range of elements. It's a dynamic and ever-changing aspect of human society. Now, let's move on to the role of language in culture. So how does language actually play such a big role in our culture? Let's look at a few points. Transmission of culture. Think of a language as a vessel. It carries our cultural values, beliefs, and traditions from one generation to the next. Stories, myths, proverbs, and songs passed down through generations in a particular language preserve the essence of a culture. Culture is also being shaped in terms of perception. It shapes our perception. Language doesn't just allow us to communicate. It shapes how we perceive and understand the world. The words we use and the way we use them influence our thoughts, feelings, and even how we see things around us. Language is also our social identity. The language we speak connects us to our community and gives us a sense of belonging. Shared languages and dialects create a sense of identity and connection among members of a cultural group. Cultural expression is essential for creative expression. It is a medium through which we create literature, poetry, music, and other forms of art that reflect our cultural values and experiences. So how art reflects our cultural values? Now let us talk about how art reflects our culture. Art, in all its forms, from painting and sculpture to music, dance, and literature, serves as a powerful mirror of cultural values. Art often depicts and explores the beliefs and worldview of a culture. For example, a religious art. It portrays religious figures and stories. Stories and mythology and folklores can reflect a cultural understanding of the world and its place in it. Art can reflect and reinforce social norms and values. For example, traditional art forms may depict gender roles, social hierarchies, and expected behaviors within a culture. Art can be a powerful tool for expressing social and political concerns, for critiquing social injustices, and for advocating for social change. Art also reflects a cultural aesthetic preferences and values. What is considered beautiful, meaningful, or significant in art varies across cultures. So as you can see, art is not just about entertainment or decoration. It is a powerful means of cultural expression that provides valuable insights into a values, beliefs, and worldview of a particular society. So for today, this is your activity. You are going to write a reflection. In this reflection, my cultural lens, you are going to think about your language or languages that has shaped your understanding of the world. Consider how it influences your thoughts, feelings, and interaction with others. Reflect on how art forms in your culture like music, dance, literature, or visual arts express your cultural values and beliefs. Provide specific examples. You may choose from one of the three expressions to for you to create. You may choose or you write a short poem or song. Explore how language and art reflect your cultural identity. You may also write a short story. Write a fictional narrative that incorporates elements of your culture such as language, traditions, or beliefs. Or maybe you would like to design a visual representation, a drawing, or a sketch. Create a visual artwork that symbolizes a key aspect of your culture and its relationship to language and art. You are to submit your artwork along with a brief written explanation, maybe from 100 to 150 words, that describes how your chosen form of expression reflects your cultural identity. So that's all for today. I hope that we learned something from our presentation and see you during our face-to-face classes. Thank you very much.